Hello everyone, in this tutorial we are going to learn how to solve equations with radicals, and here we have two examples so we can do it together, so we learn how. The idea, how the best way to do it is the only way actually. You have to separate the square root and then we square it. For example, in this case we leave this by itself and then we move this side here and we square both sides. They're equal. This is the idea behind it. So let's do the first example. We have square root of x minus 9 minus 5 equal to 0. Therefore, square root of x minus 9 is equal to 5. Same thing we were talking about, we just moved 5 here and changed the sign. When you're moving a number from one side to another, you just change the sign. For example, here negative, we make it positive. If it was positive, when we move it, we make it negative. So now let's square both sides. So it's going to give us square root of x minus 9 squared equal to 5 squared. Therefore, x minus 9 equal to 25. What we did here, this 2 here just cancel with the radical and we stay with this number here, x minus 9, and other side 25. So let's move 9 other side, it give us x equal 25 plus 9 equal to 34. So the solution is just 34. And this is the answer. That's the answer for the first one. So let's do the second example. Second example, how we do, we are going to move this radical here to this side here, and then we square this side and this side, so to get rid of the radicals. So let's do that. What we're going to have x plus 2 equal to square root of 3 minus x plus 1. Well, we did the same thing, we moved it to this side and changed the sign, is negative, we make it positive. So now let's square both sides. Therefore, we're going to have x plus 2 squared equal to square root of 3 minus x plus 1 squared. Just be careful when you are going to square, you are not going to square each one by itself, you will have a wrong answer. You have to square everything in both sides. For example, this side, if it has something here, you have to square it as well, and you square this as well, everything in one time. So we have to combine it under same square here, you see. If not, you will have wrong answer. So therefore, these two here squared, it will cancel the radicals. So what we're going to have, just x plus 2, and in this side we're going to use this formula here, a plus b squared is just a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. This is what we're going to use in this time. So what we're going to have this squared, so will be square root of 3 minus x square plus 2ab. 2ab is here, we have 2 here, we need ab, b is just 1 and a that 1, so just let's write square root of 3 minus x plus b square is just 1 square is just 1. So what are going to have, x plus 2 equal to this here 2, we cancel with the radical, we're going to have 3 minus x plus 2 square root of 3 minus x plus 1. What we're going to do now, we're going to move all these numbers that doesn't have radical to this side. No, this 2 no, because this 2 is belong to here. So let's do that. We're going to have x plus 2 minus 4 plus x equal to 2 square root of 3 minus x. So this 4 here is just 4 plus 1 is 4, but since we move it after the equal, we change the sign, and this 2 we have it, we just have those numbers here, and this x, it was negative, we move it to this side and we make it positive. So what we're going to have, we're going to have 2x, this x plus this give us 2x minus 2 equal to square root of 3 minus x. This 4 plus 2 here, 2 minus 4 is just minus 2. Therefore, let's square another time both sides, but before to do that, let's just get rid of this 2 here. When we have equality has same factor, we can just cancel it. In this case, we can cancel it. We will stay here with x minus 1, and here just goes away, and we stay with 3 minus x. So we cancel this here. So what we're going to have is just x minus 1 equal to square root of 3 minus x. So let's square both sides. It's going to give us x minus 1 squared equal to square root of 3 minus x squared. In this case, we are going to use the same formula here. The difference is just because here is negative, between is a minus b square, you see is minus here and 1, so we're going to be just a square minus 2ab plus b square. The difference is just this will be minus here. So let's do that. What we're going to get, we're going to get x squared minus 2x multiply in 1 is 2ab is just 1 plus 1 b square equal to 3 minus x. This 2 cancels the square, and this is what we're going to have. Now what we're going to do, we're going to move everything to one side and just leave 0 here. What we're going to have, x squared minus 2x plus 1 minus 3 plus x equal to 0. We move this here and we change the signs of them. So what we're going to have is just x squared, and we have here 2x minus 2x plus x is just minus x, and then we have here negative 3, and we have negative and we have plus 1, so it's going to be just negative 2 equal to 0. Now we end with a quadratic equation. We have to we try to factor it and find the solution. So we have negative 2 here, so we have to find the relationship how we factor it. We have to find the number that you two numbers that you multiply them to each other and give you negative 2, and you add them to each other and give you minus 1. So what is going to be in this case? My opinion would be negative 2 multiply in 1. Yeah, that's right, because negative 2 multiply in 1 is just negative 2, and negative 2 plus 1 is just negative 1. So let's do that. We will have x minus 1 plus 1 times x minus 2. So this is going to be equal to 0, and the solution is going to be x equal minus 1 or x equal to 2. So we see here we have two solutions. We have this one and we have this one here, but sometimes we have always verify, because you find it as a solution here but it may not be solution for this function here. We have to try to see if that's how we do that. We have to evaluate the function in each number and see if it's going to be equal to 1 or not. So let's do that, because when you keep squaring it, sometimes they change the numbers, so you may end with the solution. Probably this one or this one is not a solution, so you don't want to be wrong. So let's do that. Let's log -1. We have square root of x plus 2 minus square root of 3 minus x equal to 1. So let's log -1. We are going to have -1 plus 2 minus square root of 3 minus -1 is just +1. Let's see how much it's going to give us. It's going to be square root of 1 minus square root of 4 is just 1 minus 2 is equal -1. We see this is not a solution. Sorry, this one here is not a solution. Let's try the 2. We have square root of 2 plus 2 minus square root of 3 minus 2 is just going to be square root of 4 minus square root of 1. 3 minus 2 just 1 is going to be 2 minus 1 equal to 1. We see this is right solution. So this equation just have one solution. This is no. Therefore the solution S is equal to 2 only, is not -1, and this is the right solution here. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and share.